You're in Vowel diagraphs. Last time we studied EW. Now we come to EY. EY is pronounced, the first sound we study here is A sound, the diphthong A. And EY can give this sound at the end of words, like pray, gray, fay, hay, and bay, lay, tray, they, way, obey, convey, and etc. And second sound given by EY is E, short front vowel E, equivalent to Landaye in Pashto. And this sound is given by EY again at the end of words, but this time words which are more than one syllable. The first sound A can be given at the end of one syllable words or more than one syllable words. But E sound only at the end of words more than one syllable, having more than one syllable. Like barley, chutney, chimney, monkey, Jewy, donkey, turkey, and etc. And the third sound for EY is E, the long form of the second front vowel. E in this one, E. This sound E is given at the end of words which have more than one syllable, but the long one is given at the end of one syllable words, like key and lee. Okay, that's all about EY. The next sound or the next diagraph we are going to discuss is EI. The first sound of EI is again like the first sound of EY, that is A sound. And EY can give this sound either at the beginning of words followed by a consonant, or at the end of words preceded by a consonant, or in the middle between two consonants. Examples for beginning like 8, for middle like faint, rain, beige, faint, veil, vein, and at the end like way, nay, and lay. The second sound for EI is E, the longer one of the above sound. E sound, long front vowel. And examples are like seize, leisure, neither, and either. The second, third, and fourth examples are in American English. Leisure, neither, and either. These are American pronunciations. British, we are coming to them in the following sounds, inshallah. And before that, we've got a rule here, which is related with spelling. Whenever EI gives E sound, it comes in after C actually. It is CEIVE at the end of words. Whenever we have CEIVE at the end of words, here also EI gives E sound. Because IE, we will come to that later, inshallah. I think the next diagraph is IE. One of the sounds of IE is also E. To know the difference between spelling is that whenever we talk about E sound, whether it is IE or EI, both can give this sound. But the rule is only for this sound, not other sounds. When we talk about E sound, if the previous consonant is C, then the spelling is EI. And if the previous consonant is anything else, then the spelling is IE, usually. Only for E sound of EI and IE, not other sounds. So that's why they say I before E except after C. That is the rule. It means whenever we talk about E sound and we are confused between IE and EI, so we see what is the previous consonant. If it is C, the spelling will be IE. If it is any other consonant, then the spelling will be IE. Anyways, examples for CEIVE at the end of words like deceive, receive, conceive, perceive, and etc. Third sound given by EI is the diphthong I. I. And examples are like height, seismology, heist, neither and either in British English. American was neither in either, British neither and either. And also in the word Eiffel, EI is pronounced I. And the fourth sound for EI is short front vowel I, which is normally and usually given by E, like lat, sat, etc. But EI can also give this sound, such as the words heifer and leisure in British English. Because in American English it was leisure, the second sound, British leisure. And the fifth sound is the British diphthong air, which is a British sound, and we had studied that it is replaced by by a in American English, like weird, British English, and American weird. But if it comes at the end before R, then due to breaking rule, we also add schwa here, and the difference is eradicated. It becomes the same. However, in British, R will be silent, like where, W-E-I-R, where. Okay, we come to next diagraph, that is IE. Okay, IE, the first sound is E. E. And the long sound. And this sound can be given by IE in the middle of words between two consonants, like peace, chief, shield, priest, grievous, retrieve, and etc. And a rule for IE and CIES at the end of words when C is pronounced sh. Now this is excluded from the rule we mentioned before. Because before we mentioned that if we talk about E sound and we differentiate between IE and EI, so if the previous consonant is C, spelling will be EI. Like before we studied receive, deceive, conceive, perceive. And if we say, and if the previous consonant is anything other than C, we said the spelling will be IE, like we just mentioned, like peace, chief, shield, priest, etc. But here, this ending is excluded from that. It is exception. And it is only when C is pronounced sh. In that case, the spelling will be IE, not EI, like species and monoecious. And second sound given by IE is E, the short form of the sound above, short front vowel. And this sound can be given at the end of words which have more than one syllable, like genie, granny, auntie, sweetie, birdie, etc. By the way, which is the ending used to show something that is small or someone that we love, like genie, a small jinn, granny or auntie when we love someone, or sweetie, or birdie means little bird. And the third sound given by IE is I. I. And this sound can be given by IE in the middle and at the end of one syllable words. At the end, like die, tie, lie, vi, hi. and in the middle like qualified. And fourth sound given by IE is Shiftang I, Shiftang, which is given by IE in the words like science, and also in IET, IETY, in IETAL at the end of words. Whenever we have these endings, IE is pronounced IE. Examples for IET at the end of words like quiet, diet, and for IETY like piety, variety, anxiety, society, and examples for IETAL at the end of words like varietal, societal, and parietal. And then we have a couple of rare sounds with IE. IE is pronounced E in the word friend, and it is pronounced E in the word Soviet. And the word Soviet, it is pronounced E, which is rare sound given by it rarely. And the next diagraph we talk about is IA. IE can be pronounced number one, E, diphthong E. And this sound can be given by IA at the end of words, like mania, malaria, and also in the middle, like congenial, peculiar, radiance, amiable, and variable. And the next sound that is given by IA is Shiftang IA. IA. Like giant, dial, pliable, denial, diagram, and diamond. And the next diagraph is IO. And IO is pronounced again the same, Shiftang I. And words like lion, iron, iron, prior, pioneer, violin, and violence. And another diagraph is IU, which is pronounced ear. And it is found in IUS and IUM at the end of words. Examples for IUS like genius, medius, radius, and examples for IUM like premium, aluminium, millennium, and etc. Okay, next diagraph we have is OA. OA. OA is pronounced, the first sound is the British sound O, which is replaced by O in American English, like in letter O we studied. Like open, goes with OE. We will study later, inshallah. Anyways, examples for OA with O sound, which can be found either at the beginning, in the middle, or at the end of words. At the beginning, like oath, oath, oak, oat, and the middle, like goal, and soap, coach, boat, road, foam, and at the end, like woe and kako. Second sound given by OA is O sound. Long back vowel with rounded lips, equivalent to long uguduaw in Pashto, like O. And this sound is given by OA before R. Maybe at the beginning or in the middle, but or at the end, but before R. like or, roar, bore, soar, hoard, board, course, and billboard. And the third sound that is given by OA is the British diphthong O, replaced by American diphthong O. And examples are like canoe and boa, which is found at the end of words. And next diagraph is OE. OE is pronounced the first sound again, the British L replaced by American O in American English. And it is found in the middle and at the end of words. At the end, like toe, woe, throw, foe, row, aloe vera, and in the middle, like pone, goes, potatoes, and tomatoes. And the second sound that is given by OE is oo sound, long back vowel, oo. And at the end of words, like canoe and shoe. Next diagraph, actually the next both diagraphs we will say OI and OI. They are both pronounced OA. They are always pronounced OA, which is usually mispronounced in some countries like Afghanistan, Pakistan, and sometimes India. Instead of OE, people pronounce I, they mispronounce them. But remember that OI and OI are always pronounced OE, and they give just this one sound. They can be found either at the beginning, in the middle, or at the end of words. First, OI. At the beginning, like oink, oil, ointment, coin, in the middle, join, choice, voice, noise, point, avoid, boiler, rejoice, and at the end, like koi and koi. So now what happens? People mostly pronounce I. Instead of oil, they say aisle. Instead of join and choice, they say giant and choice. Or instead of voice, noise, point, avoid, they say choice, vice, or nice, or pint, or avoid. Don't avoid me. It is avoid, not avoid. And similarly, OI. At the beginning, like oi, oyster, in the middle, like voyage, boycott, koiku, boy, joy, toy, enjoy, employ, destroy, and annoy at the end. So mostly people say, for example, boycott. It is boycott, not boycott. Or they say, for example, enjoy, imply, destroy, annoy. No, it is enjoy, employ, destroy, and annoy. Next diagraph we've got is OU. OU is pronounced, the first sound is AO. Diphthong, AO. And OU can give this sound either at the beginning, in the middle, or at the end of words. At the beginning, like out, ouch, oust. In the middle, like cloud, sound, noun, shout, proud, south, about, account. And at the end, like thou. Second sound given by OU is oo. The long vowel, long back vowel, and lips are rounded. Ooh. Like ood, uzu at the beginning, and in the middle, like soup, roop, and coot, through, and at the end, like you, su, fu, bayou, bijou, and fru fru. Third sound given by OU is the American sound R. Long back vowel, lips semi-rounded, which is American sound not available in British. And it is always replaced by O in British English. For example, in A we studied before LK, like American talk, walk, British talk, walk, and also in AU, in AW we studied American R, British O. Similarly, OU is sometimes pronounced R in American English, replaced by O in British English. And it is when we have OU, GHT at the end of words. In this case, we have these sounds actually. Examples like American ought, bought, brought, thought, thought, not, wrought. British ought, bought, brought, thought, note, and wrote. And number 4, we have a sound. Uyu can also be pronounced a, equivalent to alif zabar a, like tough, rough, southern, country, couple, cousin, double, and trouble. And also, we have a difference of British and American English, which we also had in another letter before. That is, in British English, sometimes OU is pronounced A, and in American English, it is replaced by a sound when we have R after it, because this a sound always comes before R. For example, British courage, flourish. American courage and flourish. And the fifth sound given by OU is the British sound O, which is replaced by American sound O. And examples are at the beginning like O, Obas, Oboot, Over, Opa, and in the middle like mold. Sixth sound given by OU is O sound. O sound. Equivalent to Ugudwao in Pashto. And this sound is given by OU before R, like for, source, course, mourn, and etc. Next sound given by OU is a schwa sound. And this sound is given by OU before S at the end of words, and sometimes before R, and before R usually at the end of words, but sometimes in the middle also with R. Examples with S like at the end of words like tremendous, garrulous, credulous, and with R at the end like honor, favor, harbor, labor, and with R in the middle like Curtis. The next or eighth sound given by OU is Shiftang Aw, which is given by OU before R at the end, like hour, lower, flower, and devour. And once again, we have difference of British and American English. Sometimes in British English, we have this shiftang sound with OU before R at the end of words, hour, and replaced in American English by diphthong ow. Like American hour, sour, scour. British hour, sour, and scour. Okay, here to know the reason why we have this difference of British American English, as at the beginning we had mentioned that vowel is flow of air in the mouth. When you pronounce vowels, the air flows freely in the mouth. So if I give example, the example of vowel is like water, and consonant is like you have a block or blockage for water. You stop water with mud or anything else. So in American English, R is pronounced at the end. So R is like a block for this vowel. Like mud stops water from flowing. So R stops this vowel from flowing and being lengthened very much. So in American we have diphthong. Hour, sour, scour. But in British English, R becomes silent at the end. We don't have a consonant at the end to be a block for vowels. Like there is no mud to stop water from flowing. Water flows freely. So the vowel is lengthened naturally. Because if you make R silent, it naturally becomes longer. Like hour, sour, scour. You actually make the R silent and automatically, naturally, this schwa is added and the diphthong changes to diphthong. And the ninth sound given by OU is the short back vowel, lips rounded O. O. Equivalent to Aleph Pesh O. And this sound is given by OU and OULD at the end of words, except one word, that is mold. In mold, OU is pronounced O. And in other, apart from that, OULD at the end, OU is pronounced O. Like could, should, and would. And these were the sounds given by OU. The next digraph is OW. OW is pronounced, the first sound, ow. Ow. The first sound given by OW is ow. And this sound can be given by AW either at the beginning, in the middle, or at the end of words. At the beginning, like owl, in the middle, like brown, frown, town, renown, and at the end, like cow, now, and eyebrow, which is also sometimes pronounced like eyebrow, but it is eyebrow, ow sound. The second sound given by OW is the British sound diphthong O, replaced in American English by the American sound O. And this sound can be given at the end and in the middle. At the end, like, at the beginning, at the end, and also in the middle. At the beginning, like own, at the end, like flow, slow, grow, throw, bestow. And in the middle, like flown, grown, and thrown. Next digraph we have is UA. UA. UA is pronounced, the first sound is UA, the diphthong UA. And this sound can be given by UA and UAL and TUARY at the end of words. Examples for UAL at the end, like usual, actual, gradual, and examples for TUARY at the end, like mortuary and fractuary, uri. And the second sound given by UA is a schwa sound, like actually, vittle, and jacquard. Next digraph is UE. In UE is pronounced, the first sound is U. Again, the same. First sound, diphthong U. And it can be given by UE when we have consonant plus UE in CE or consonant plus UE in T at the end of words. And mostly this UE in T is the adjective form of the same nouns that end in UE in CE. For example, examples with UE in CE like influence, affluence, confluence, congruence, and examples with UE in T like uh, affluent, circumfluent, confluent, and congruent. Next sound given by UE is the long back vowel, lips rounded, oo sound. Uh, and this sound is given by UE at the end of words, like blue, glue, glue, flew, slew, true, brew, screw, virtue, and etc. And sometimes with this oo sound, y is also added because of letter U. That is one of the attributes of letter U, that it usually or sometimes takes y sound with it. Again at the end of words. Like hue, cue, spew, continue, argue, rescue, and value. Okay, now sometimes we have this difference of British American English. Sometimes UE is pronounced oo in American English, in U in British English. Again at the end of words. This difference we also discuss in other diagraphs and also individual consonants. In letter U we studied like British introduce, American introduce, British produce, American produce, British institute, American institute, and also in EU we studied this difference. So, and also in EW we studied. So whenever we have these two sounds, sometimes both British American oo, sometimes both British American U, and sometimes American oo, British U. Like these words with UE at the end. American sue, do, avenue, revenue, issue, tissue. But British sue, due, avenue, revenue, issue, and tissue. And the next diagraph is UI, which is pronounced, the first sound is oo sound. Long back vowel, lips rounded, the same sound which we mentioned secondly in the previous diagraph. And UI can give this sound in the middle between two consonants like suit, fruit, juice, and recruit. And the next sound that is given by UI is A, equivalent to Alif Zir A, which is given by UI before LD and LT at the end of words. When we have UILD or UILT at the end of words. Examples with UILD like belt, geld, and with UILT like belt and gelt. Next diagraph we have is UY, which is pronounced I, like buy and guy. And another diagraph we have is YE, which is also pronounced I. And by the way, they both appear at the end of words. Examples for YE like buy, die, rye, and high. And with that, vowel diagraphs end. Next day we will inshallah study vowel triagraphs.